So you're really smart, but you're really also struggling. You can't wrap your head around how to get traffic. That's probably why you clicked on this video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the number 12 ranked site to generate tons of traffic. And this site actually has a nickname called the Squeeze of Death. And if you haven't figured this out, we're dealing with Reddit. And I'm going to show you my top 5 methods on how to use Reddit traffic to blow up whatever you're trying to promote. All right. If you don't know what Reddit is and you've been living under a rock for the last 5-10 years, Reddit is basically a giant forum. It is basically a giant forum for everything on the internet. There are literally subreddits for every topic that there is, right? So according to SimilarWeb, it is ranked 18th in the world. Now, these numbers change all the time because SimilarWeb fluctuates and they take readings quite often. That's ranked 13 in the United States. Really, really powerful, right? They get 1.6 billion monthly visits. People stay on Reddit. They stay on for about 9 minutes and 27 seconds, which is a very long time. If you've ever ran a website or anything like that, it's a crazy amount of time. And they click on a lot of stuff. They click about 7.3 different posts per visit, which means they're not afraid to click on stuff and they're not afraid to click on something they're interested in, right? Which is really, really good for you. The top 5 countries of Reddit are all first world countries, all established economies. All these countries spend money. Also very important, right? So why is this important to you? Why am I showing you Reddit? Because it can literally, it's known as having the squeeze of death, which would literally, if you were a smaller website and your post goes viral on Reddit, it will literally snuff out your website. Your hosting provider can't keep up with it, and it'll actually take your site offline, which is really sad because you lose all the benefit of having a post go viral. So how do we make a post go viral, right? Well, I'm going to show you 5 different ways. You can use any one or a combination of these, which I highly suggest, depending on what niche you're in, to make something go viral. And we're going to start with number 1, right? Number 1 is using a social media, whatever one you have, and promoting a Reddit post, right? So in this particular case, we're using Instagram, and I'm in a political niche. This is a pro Donald Trump Instagram account, and it has about 33,000 followers. Now, basically, what if I wanted to have something go viral on Reddit? First, I need to go to Reddit, and I need to go to a political. I think I have, because I did a bunch of promoting here with Reddit, and you need to go to a pro. Conservative, pro, whatever, because that's what our particular niche is. Let's try like Republican. And what you're going to do is you're going to create a well thought out post here. Something that you want to promote. Maybe it's a YouTube video, and you're going to want to create a well done up post in the Republican sub niche or subreddit here, and you're going to have a link to, say, your YouTube video, because that's what we're saying we're promoting, right? Then you're going to come to your Instagram account, and you're going to create a post, and in that post, you're basically going to do some kind of ethical bribe, or just ask them. Maybe you do a video post, maybe you do it in your Instagram story. There's a bunch of different ways that you could do it, but basically you want to siphon off traffic from your social media, whatever it might be, Twitter, in this case, Instagram, YouTube, and get them to come over to your post over here on Reddit and basically upvote whatever the thing is. So as you can see here, a lot of these posts have, 111, 477, 830. So you're going to try to siphon your traffic from here to upvote here. And if it gets upvoted, you're going to have a ton more views, people reading it, clicking on it, and potentially going over and watching your YouTube video, right? So that is method number one, using social media to promote a Reddit post, right? We're on to number two. Number two is a lot like number one, except we're going to be using forums, right? So in this particular case, we're going to keep with the political, and this is debate politics, which is just a random forum that I looked up. And what you're going to do is you're going to look for some of the popular sub forums, and you're going to create a post that's going to link to your Reddit post, right? So in breaking news, you're going to say, hey guys, check out this Reddit post that I just seen of this video, blah, blah, blah. You got to check it out. Make sure you upvote it, whatever, you know. Try not to be so spammy, essentially, but you get the idea. You're going to generate traffic from here to go over to your Reddit post and upvote, right? This is really good if you don't already have an established following. So I'm lucky to have an established following in social media. But if you don't already have that following, you can leverage another forum to leverage against your post, right? So you can generate tons and tons of views. If you look here, I know that this isn't going to have the same amount of traffic that a subreddit or Reddit has in general. It has 155,000 views, and they visit about five pages per, right? So this is really, really good. It's got again, you got the same kind of countries here, all what you're looking for, all your target audience for a political whatever, right? So in this particular case, we're driving traffic from forums to the Reddit post to get them to upvote it. All right. Really, really good if you don't have a social media following. The next one that we're going to go to is kind of cheating. I'm not going to lie. If you don't have any other options, this one and the next one, if you don't have any other options, you can go with this. I will put a disclaimer that this is technically against the rules. It's against their terms of service, so you could get your account banned. So what you're going to do is you're going to create multiple Reddit accounts and use those accounts to upvote whatever post that you make, right? So say this is your post right here. You would create, say, 5 or 6 other Reddit posts or Reddit accounts and upvote this one particular post on this one account, okay? Now, I will say this, that I do have around 10 other Reddit accounts. I've never ran into that problem, but you potentially could. So my accounts are older. They're 6 months or older, so you might want to keep that in mind as well. If you try this with a brand new account, chances are you're going to get nailed for that. So make sure that your accounts are old. Make sure that you don't go too crazy, and that's pretty much it. This works really well for smaller niches and smaller subreddits, right? So if you only need 10 or 7 upvotes to get to the top, which there's a lot of forums like that, and there's nothing wrong with that. This is a really good method, a solo method to do, right? So method number, this is 3? We're using self-created accounts to upvote our own stuff, right? All right, so now we're on to method 4. Method 4 is another one that's kind of, I don't necessarily suggest this because, again, this could get your account banned. But if you're willing to risk it, then here you go. You can actually buy Reddit upvotes. Sweet and simple. You're literally just going to buy random upvotes to whatever you're trying to promote. So you can literally, what I like about this is you can control how many upvotes. So say you're in a forum where you need 100. Well, you can actually buy 100 on the dot upvotes and get to that top spot, right? So this is really, really good for quickness, exact. If you're not worried about burning an account, then this is probably a really good way to go. And by the way, it's not free. So if you got some money and you're looking for a churn and burn kind of thing, you can go with this one, right? Method number 4, or no, this is method number 5. Method number 5 is Reddit upvote groups, right? So you can find these on Facebook. You can find them on internet marketing forums. There are groups of people that upvote each other's stuff, right? So when I was looking through these groups, I'm not a member of it. I don't particularly do this method. A lot of these members are kind of inactive. A lot of these groups are kind of either dying out or dead. So the only reason why I put it up there is there's a lot of potential still if you can join a bunch of these groups and find members that are still active, because there are some, message them and create a new group, right? So you don't need 1.9 members, 1.9 thousand members. A lot of these sub forums, if you had, 200-300 really dedicated people, you can make a lot of stuff happen. So that would be my particular method here. Otherwise, I would go the route of trying to create your own Reddit upvote group. So I would use these groups to create your own, if that makes any sense, right? That way you have some control over it. You know that it's still active. You know that it's something that's going to really, really take off, right? So that's my top 5 tips. If you guys really like this video, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you guys like the video. That stuff really does help for a new growing channel. And if you have any comments, any questions, make sure that you post them down below. I'll be happy to answer them. And I'll see you guys in the next video.